Alright, let's do another one of these reaction things, because I did one for the Pokemon stuff, and now Nintendo had their E3, I don't know if you can call it a press conference, their E3 Nintendo Direct for 2018, and unveiled some stuff, and it's gonna be another one of them lukewarm take kind of videos. But going over some of the big stories. Let's see. Octo expansion for Splatoon 2. I never played Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 1. I played a little bit of it at a Best Buy, and I didn't really like the gyro aiming. I've never really been one for competitive games, so that's not really something that I am into. But that's neat for people who like it. Hollow Knight coming to Switch. I have that on PC. I played a bit of it. Liked the atmosphere, but never really got super deep into it. Mario Party, I don't care. Overcooked, don't care. Octopath Traveler. I have the demo for Octopath Traveler, the old demo, I guess, on my Switch. I have not booted it up. It's something that is definitely on my radar. Visually it looks gorgeous. I like the idea of the, 8 different characters with different ways of approaching the world. Having not played the demo, I'm wondering how creative you can actually get with those different abilities, or if it's just like, this person has this key, which takes the form of dancing, and this person has this key, which takes the form of cooking, or whatever. Or if it's actually requires some creativity. I don't know. I haven't played the demo. I want to. I do. And I've been hearing positive things from people who have played the demo. So I'll probably check out that new demo that I guess is coming out, which you can transfer progress to the main game if you continue, which I think is a great system. I'll probably check that demo out once it comes out. Fire Emblem, getting a Fire Emblem game on the Switch, which that's reasonable. I think the logical endpoint of previously portable game franchises is to go on the Switch. I think 3DS is dying down, and for good reason. So, I kind of bounced off Fates. I got it a year or so after launch, maybe even longer. Played through some of one campaign, never finished it. I don't know if I just got a little bit too obsessive about the breeding system, which it is a breeding system, let's not lie. I kind of... they said they were switching it up. You got like 3 different main characters, which I like. You had that kind of situation going on a little bit with 7 and 8. Looking at some of the screenshots, I think for whatever reason, seeing it on like a console level quality screen does a lot for me. It brings me back to Path of Radiance, and just having it on the console seems super cool to me and makes it more appealing, which is weird, because, I don't know. So that'll be on my radar. It won't be a priority, probably. I'll see what reactions are to it. It's not a surprise by any means. The Fire Emblem has been doing very well in the West since Awakening. So it doesn't surprise me. I think other than that, we didn't see Metroid Prime 4, which is disappointing. They made the announcement, we want to make sure it's in good shape and have something really high quality to present before we show it, and that makes sense, absolutely. And I would rather them take their time and make a good Metroid game, an exceptional Metroid game, rather than just boop it out quick. Breath of the Wild took a while. and it turned out great. I would like to know who's working on it, because I assume they would mention it if it were Retro. Retro, I guess, is doing the Donkey Kong thing. I would really like to know who's working on it, just so that I have a little bit of information to work with. Do they have experience making non-linear games? Or maybe not necessarily non-linear, but open-ended exploratory games. Because right now, all we have is a name. We're in the same place we were at last year. And I'm just curious. I want to know more. Other stuff, the big thing that everyone's talking about, obviously, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, the Golden Country. I guess it is now somewhat standalone if you want it to be expansion DLC to last year's Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This is coming out in September. That I'm super into. I loved Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It had problems with just about every single aspect of it, but I loved it. And new story content is absolutely up my alley. I saw it's getting a physical release. I'm probably going to get the physical release. I like physical things. Yeah, I'm super into that. It's, I don't want to overhype it and get too excited, because it is a prequel story. If you haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, they refer a lot to events that took place 500 years ago during a major conflict, and this is set during that conflict with a lot of the same major players. I think there's some interesting things that they could do. We're meeting some characters who are more mysterious in the main game. There is one character who I'm really excited to see what they do with. I want to know what they do with Brigid, given that... How vague do I want to be here? Given some of the stuff that she went through and tried to sort out her feelings about in the main game, I'm really curious what they're going to do with her here. We meet a major character named Adam. Saw his face in the trailer, just kind of very nonchalantly, and he looks like kind of a doofus, but I think in a way that's interesting in its own right, kind of doing away with the mystique as a way of tearing down here. I'm going into analysis about a 2-minute trailer for a game I haven't played yet. Okay. I'm very, very excited for that. I want to get my hands on to that. That's a slightly revamped combat system, switching between the drivers and blades, whereas previously you only controlled the driver. New areas that look gorgeous. Apparently there's going to be new music for those areas. That all sounds very, very good. I was disappointed in the Breath of the Wild DLC not including really any new areas. So the fact that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is doing that, and they look beautiful, has me very excited. And I think that's all the major... Oh, Mario Party. I don't care about Mario Party. Yeah, I think that's all the games worth mentioning. Yeah,